the media is now attacking, again, Republicans, after the House voted to kick off Congresswoman Ilhan Omar from the Foreign Affairs Committee. So remember, Omar is the one who made racist and anti-Semitic comments. So who are the racists now? Not her, of course. But according to the media, Republicans.
They didn't pick any other member other than Ilhan Omar, who happens to be a Muslim woman, immigrant woman. We know specifically why this was done to her and no one else.
This squad, women of color, congressional women of color, have been a target of the Republicans.
This is not about anything else other than mainly anti-Muslim sentiment.
I don't think this is hypocrisy. I think it's pure racism, and I think we should call that out when we see it.
Oh, brother. All right. Not that we have opinions. So, Lisa, let me go to you, because this is what's interesting is that it's great to have women in power. And then the moment there's some pushback, suddenly there's kind of an infantilization of those women as being victims, as they don't know, as it's being unfair. What's your take on that kind of approach when those women, clearly they're acting in power and they're saying what they believe and there's pushback?
Well, you know, the left doesn't want equality. They want special treatment, which is why they believe in equity. But look, was it racist when Democrats removed Marjorie Taylor Greene and Paul Gosar from their committee assignments, right? But look, mutually assured destruction works. And I'm glad Republicans are finally waking up. We've seen Democrats weaponize the government against conservatives, weaponize institutions against conservatives. I mean, look what they did to poor Mark Hoke. They came to his house, police, guns a-blazing, the FBI arrested him in front of his 7 kids. Thank God a federal grand jury just acquitted him of those FACE charges. And Republicans, there's some Republicans who get it. You look at someone like Governor DeSantis. He's taken on Disney. He's taken on the NHL. He removed a prosecutor, a woke prosecutor, who wouldn't follow state laws from office. So it is about time Republicans wake up and respond in kind.
Well, I'll tell you, we saw a whole litany, David, of behavior and reaction by Rashida Tlaib and AOC when this happened. Take a look at some of their reactions.
This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology when my life was threatened.
I am so sorry, has expired. That our country is failing you today through this chamber. You belong. The gentlewoman is no longer. Those in favor say no. No. It's the opinion of.
It's like high school, isn't it? It's like high school. Look, David, as a woman, as a feminist, I see that, and I'm embarrassed because that was an example of what people were saying why women can't be in elected office, because they get hysterical. And that is normally insulting, and yet there was some hysteria. So they were making fools of themselves, behaving as though they were in a playground, and yet it also brings up kind of some stereotypes about women of color. What's your take on that?
Well, actually, my word for it is histrionics. I like the fancy words once in a while. Here we have AOC beating Hillary Clinton at pretending to be a black woman. And I'm going to steal this from Todd. You couldn't lay a punch on her if you were in a boxing ring. This is performative art. That's what it is. Rashida Tlaib crying. Look behind AOC when you watch the video. The congresswoman, I can't remember her name, is laughing. They're actually doing this performance, and that's all it is. So it's an insult to women. It's an insult to anyone in a responsible, or what's supposed to be a responsible position. And as for the idea of political payback, yes, they're claiming racism and political payback. Welcome to Washington, D.C. Political payback is okay when you go into someone who, one, supports the BDS movement, one who's an anti-Semite, one who fails her district while Somali gangs prey on Somali citizens and refugees, doesn't do her job, and one who doesn't have the biography or the background to be on foreign affairs. Oh, give me a break and cry me a river. Let's give everybody as an
example. You know, we've heard about all of these things, but let's take another look as a reminder of exactly what, well, Representative Omar has been saying.
You wrote, Israel has hypnotized the world. May Allah awaken the people and help them see the evil doings of Israel.
I don't know how my comments would be offensive to Jewish Americans.
Not only do we need to defund, but we need to dismantle. The police department here in Minneapolis needs to be dismantled.
CARE was founded after 9/11 because they recognized that some people did something.
Yeah, you know, we all remember this, and she wants us to believe that she had no idea what it meant. So she wants us to believe that she's ignorant and naive, the stereotypes that some might want to assign to her, but we won't. We look at the content of her character and have judged her based on that. Do you think that she deserves that kind of judgment? It seems like she knew exactly what it was she was talking about.
And she did it beautifully multiple times, making that very same point. It's only now that she feels bad about it. Look, this action taken by House Republicans was to prevent Ilhan Omar from viewing classified material, just like it was with Adam Schiff and Eric Swalwell, who, according to multiple sources, both are white. So this has nothing to do with race. As for the behavior, AOC behaved like a petulant child on pixie sticks. Rashida Tlaib acted like a Bachelor contestant who was off her mind.
So embarrassing.
Right? It's so embarrassing.
So it's just embarrassing.
They think that this is okay. They think that this behavior is okay. Get ready for the next 2 years, because you're not going to get your way a whole lot with a Republican-controlled House. If you don't get your way, and this is how you behave each time, we're in for a very, very exciting next 23 months.
Can we also just say a quick thank you to Speaker Kevin McCarthy? I was encouraging the 20 Republicans that were holding the line to get changes to the Rules Committee and get that subcommittee and various things, but he so far followed through on the promises that he made. So thank you to him.
And this last one with Omar took a vote, and he was able to keep the votes together. That's what Nancy Pelosi was always able to do. We were unsure. His tone has changed. That seems to be good news. She remains on other committees. This was about a committee.
Great point.
This was a committee, the Foreign Relations, that seems to speak to where America stands, and we certainly reject Jew hatred, to say the least. All right, everyone.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.